it's blowing a hoolie, all right. Wow, it's almost unsafe to ride. Well, doctor called me down for a checkup. I have COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder, and arthritis. So he calls me down every so often for checkup. They keep check on me, so I should be the healthiest person in Britain because I'm constantly monitored, blood tests and lung tests and heart monitors, blah 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 blah. It's not been bad all day. He's booked an afternoon appointment and it's right in the middle of blowing a hoolie. And I suspect that this is only the start, and coming home is going to be a lot more fun because I can see it coming over the horizon there. So if I make it there, will I make it back? It's certainly quite destabilising. The secret of high wind though is just find where it's coming from and just go with it. Just gently lean into it. And then when the wind stops blowing, you suddenly sit upright and find yourself veering off, but just play with it. Don't let it scare you. Oh dear. Yeah, it's fun. I don't mind the wind. You just have to pay far more attention to the detail. You just need to be more alert, I think. Is the best way of explaining it. Get some petrol. Last thing I want to do is run out of petrol on the way home. That would never do. For an hour. Quick trot down the front and see what it looks like. If I can get there and back before it lashes down. Although I suspect oh, how many miles did I do? 147. So I get 147 or 15 quid. So I do almost 30 miles. I will work that out in a second. 147 for 15 quid. So, got petrol on the way down to the... Have a quick look at the front. I'm touch early for the doctor, so waste 10 minutes. Go and see if the tide's in, what it's doing. But yeah, riding in the wind is one of those things that you've got to ease yourself into, and you mustn't be scared of it. The worst thing you can do is brace against it. If it's blowing from the right, stay out to the right, so when it blows at you, you've got a little bit of room to manoeuvre. If it's coming from the left, stay close to the left and just let it move you about. Oh no, tide's out, look, so nothing to see. Sorry chaps, we'll do a quick U-turn. Whoa! Oh, that's roughy tufty wind, that is. I should be able to go back without using any petrol with this fairing. I mean, this bike is called a land yacht. It's got a massive fairing on it, and if I can ride in gales, then so can you. Oh, but I've only got a small bike, I hear you say. Well, I also have ridden small bikes. I started off on little 125s, 175s 200 years ago, or whenever it was. It seems that long ago. And my dad used to be a motorbike courier in the army for a while, and he himself said, it's a bit like sailing a yacht, and it is because I sail. I've got a yacht master's degree. You just have to allow for the wind. If you, just like then, if you let it blow you, just let it blow you, don't fight it, as long as you've got room to manoeuvre. Now if you're in a very tight situation with traffic, slow down, that's all. I went round the M25 in horrendous gales and lost my headlight and couldn't see and all sorts, and I was damn near leaning over with knee down in a straight line when I come out the tunnel near the M11. But just relax, and it's hard to convince riders who aren't used to bad weather to relax to the wind. The more you try and hold it in a straight line and the more rigid you ride, the more likely you are to actually have a problem. Now a lot of people say, oh, it feels like I'm having my wheels blown from under me. Are you going, sir? You've got plenty of time, plenty of room. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear, you tot. Yeah, I was going to say something even ruder then, stop myself. Had my heated grips on for a minute because I forgot to put my gloves on at the petrol station. Naughty me. Wind is actually fun, but if you try and hold it rigid, and I've heard the people say, well, it knocks your wheels out from under you and all this, it's a load of crap. If you're holding on too rigid and the wind is too hard, then yeah, there's a likelihood. But if the wind is that hard that it's turning lorries over, then shouldn't be out in a car, let alone on a motorbike. So you have to use a bit of common sense. But if you're stuck out in gales and high winds and lorries aren't being blown over, then just go for it and ride gently and enjoy it. Ah, bless.